السلام عليكم حبايبي، ان شاء الله زينين. اليوم فيديو جديد ويا ان شاء الله. طبعا ان شاء الله اليوم الفيديو ينجح بدون اي مقاطعات مثل ما صار بالمره السابقه. اليوم نريد نلعب قصه بالدير، بس اجا كازوها طبق بنص الطريق وقال الا تلعبون قصتي. اتمنى هالمره تعدي بسلام، لانه هاي يعتبر من اكثر الكوستات المطلوبه من عندكم، وهمينا من الكوستات اللي افتهمت انه شويه مهمه بالاحداث، فكلش متحمس حتى افتهم ايش راح يصير. فما بدي اطول عليكم اكثر، اجيب لكم سناكاتكم مشروباتكم، خلينا نبلش. بسم الله. اوكي وينك يا اياته؟ Inversion of Genesis المفروض هاي. حلو. سميرة. اي سميرة صدق، وين ما عرفنا وقتها، او يعني حسب يعني المفروض مات.
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay! That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatarasuna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
The bottom of شنو بالضبط؟ يعني بحث على شنو دا تريد؟
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay, but...
Did one of them just mention Tatarasuna? But that's all the way in Inazuma!
تاتاراسونا. بما انه صارت بيها ابحاث، خلينا نتأكد شنو هي تاتاراسونا قبل ما نكمل. ما اعرف اذا مبينة او لا، بس هي هاي المفروض اللوكيشن. مو زين. اوكي تيسوون اكو ربط بين كازوها وبين يعني بالدير هسه؟
Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here is just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything.
زين، هو هنا بسميرو غير المفروض يروح ينزوم حتى يبحث. Still, let's go listen in.
Great! Let's go find out what this Tatarasuna mystery is all about.
صدق ايه، أنا ما فهمت. يعني هو وقته المنطقة كلش مزعجة، مال اللي هي عمال ينزومها بالبحث، فوقها هلا سنتة كهرب، وصدق بدون أي أسباب، يعني ما نعرف شنو السن مالتها.
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Looking for me?
Oh, you're the traveller, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll go. أوه بس انزعل.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma.
هذا من إنازوما، من هاي دا يسولف له. أوكي.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
ترى ما أعتقد إحنا حرفيا ما نعرف أي شيء عليها.
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
I see.
Sorry, I can't help this time.
My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past. But who'd have thought that... let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows.
Oh.
Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
يعني مخبل.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatara Suna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
يعني قصدك انه هذا المخبل ممكن انه قتلهم؟
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow! Did I get lucky!
ما عرفت تجي قتلك ولا لا.
Stop shouting!
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago.
400 years ago شنو؟
Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Oh. Could it be?
Wait, so there are two missing people in this story now?
المخبل والنوع مال الشرطي؟
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
يشين ارت هو بالضبط الفيلم كازوها.
Wow, yes, you really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art.
Okay.
Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
يعني قصد انه الشخص المختفي له علاقة بسقوط العشيرة؟
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more?
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most. According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
Puppet.
A puppet?
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Glare at Paimon and hope she keeps her mouth shut.
No! Paimon just meant, how creepy! The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
كذب ما هو دخل كل هذا.
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
كذب هم ما هو دخل كل هذا.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up?
يصير.
Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Yeah, sounds more like a novel.
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
I'll leave you to it.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
يعني بما انه هو puppet يعني بالدير فعلا المفروض انه ميت.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about. It has to do with the Baladier, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh?
لا ومبين ذولا همين شوي يحجون زايد.
After all, we kicked his
فضيحة.
butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
Locked up يعني ما ميت وإنما محبوس.
If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
Huh? What's wrong?
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like...
شلون طلع؟ هي تدكو.
the Baladier! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
شو هاي مسخرة صارت يعني وين السجين وين الحراس؟
Rev the engine! Full throttle!
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida, bad news. We just saw the Baladier strolling around in public.
ترى شفناه وهو واقف يمها كان.
Did he escape or... Ah, it's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surastana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain.
اي والله يا ريت.
It was my idea to set the Baladier free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me.
Irminsul? يقدر يدخل هناك هو؟
A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about.
يعني على المصايب اللي سوتها صراحة اي.
But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
صدق ليش؟
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
يعني صراحة يعني منو يتساهل ويا واحد مجرم مثلك يعني ما أعتقد. نهيدة أتمنى إنهم توصيها.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
لك.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Baladier.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
صدق ما عرفنا شنو حكيت ويا الدكتور أكثر بس سالفة إن أشياء بسيطة.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Baladier's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us.
ها.
That puts him in quite a precarious position.
زين إذا هو بدون قوة شو تريد يسوي بالأمنسول عاد؟
Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
يعني ترك الفتوي هو؟
Wait a second. Former? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
So he tossed you out like a trash.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Really? What a crying shame. استهزئ بي.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
يعني ترجع لهم.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
يعني إذا قاعدة تعاقب ما أعتقد نحن نحتاج نتحرك.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
بس خلنا نفتهم هي شو تريد يعني يسوي بالأورمنسول بالأول.
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
وين go where؟ وين راح؟
Nahida, are you serious about this?
Yes,
بكل ثقة.
I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
For me?
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
يعني تدور على أخته.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point.
يمكن لأنه هي نازلة قبلنا ب500 سنة بوقت الحرب.
It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Baldier used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Baldier to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information and should be able to find it more quickly.
What if he lies to you?
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing.
No.
A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns.
هيك أخته مأثرة عليه.
As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Baldier. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you.
مو تعرضين لبلد كامل يعني على مودنا.
If this deal with the Baldier can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Thank you نهيلة. زين يعني هو رح يجيب لنا مو بس يعني احتمال معلومات على أخت ترافلر اللومين، وإنما ممكن إنه يجيب لنا معلومات على الديسندرز الباقين. أوكي.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Baldier on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Got it.
Great, thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Okay. حلو. بداية الكوست كلش حلوة.
Wow, it looks here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
صدق كانت الألوان يعني بنفسجية طوخ والدنيا نوعا ما ظلمة. بس السلام نورة ياته. ها.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Ermin's soul ahead of you.
Nahida sent me to babysit you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Backing. اسمع كلام وامشي مثل الأوادم.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru.
Most important place in... Okay.
I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Understood.
Fine, let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all.
انصح روحك.
Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
الثقة والغرور.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going.
Yeah.
Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
Focus on doing your job. حتى تشوف رضاك.
We can start now.
Yeah.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
راح تفوتنا
Is
هاي.
this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
فات؟ لا انتهيت ننفوت سوا.
Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul.
It's different than what I imagined.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
اوه والله زين مؤدب يعني ويا نهيدة.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
واخ في الكعب المكان يخبط. أبغى لك حاسبة عملاقة في الشي.
Sapling things have...
We're here.
What a huge tree!
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
واخ بلوة.
Baldir's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
أو نوعا ما وثق بيها.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
صدق متفرجين.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk?
Okay. Nahida, is this a telepathic conversation?
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
نفس ما صار ويا سيد لالي. I'm guessing that you don't want us to disturb the Baldier?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great!
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand.
أخاف متفق وياها إنه هو يلقى لها المعلومات على ذول الديسندرز، بس بنفس الوقت إنه هو يريد يدور معلومات خاصة بيه، لأنه هي بما إنه إحنا شجرة المعلومات مع العالم كله، فيعني أي شيء يريد يقدر يلقاه هنا.
Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
بالكعب يمكن هذا يصير. Is it about his past, the betrayals, and the other events in Inazuma?
Well done. Smart and attentive as always. Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
واو يا الذكاء. Okay.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
صحيح.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
Oh.
So the Gase got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
طيب.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
يمكن رياكشناتك بالهواء.
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have every right to keep certain things confidential.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait! How did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
فتوي.
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh?
Huh?
Wait.
لقى شي.
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Anonymous?
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Anonymous يمكن أعتقد بالنسبة لهم يعني.
Shh. Just wait.
حفوتني بيها؟
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Whoa!
هو المصيبة هو البلوى؟ عائلة كازوها يعني؟
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else.
مشكلة ما حفظت اساميهم.
Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow.
Crystal marrow?
The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown, all passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
اوكي يعني معناها مكتشف شي حلو ومساعدكم بالسيوف.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma, and it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
صراحة صوته لا ما يبين انه هو دا يقصد هذا الكلام.
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way.
ايش مكتشف؟
What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate.
يعني التقنية سببت لهم مشاكل.
And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with the Shogun. This is our last hope, but that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does.
استمتع.
Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
يعني هسه هذا الشرير وهذا جماعة كازوها طيب. يقول له انت شو يسموها الخاصية اللي اكتشفتها جابت لنا بس مصايب ومشاكل ودخان وقتل وهذا مستمتع.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
ها قتله.
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
غدارة.
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
صوت منو هذا؟
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
يعني المخبط اللي قالوا عليه بالقصة هو نفسه بالدير.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity.
دكتور
I'm
والله
a
ده أقول
Fatui
الدكتور.
harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
من قال هاي identity هاي بالجرة تذكرته هو الدكتور.
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise.
صوتك يخبل.
My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet.
من البداية خلى عينه عليه.
Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
يموت.
I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa? Already dead. What a pity.
طبعا احس هذا الوحيد من الفتوي اللي هو النخاع عبارة عن شر بس، يعني مو مثل شفنا ارالكينا او شفنا بعد منه او مثل تشايلد او يعني مثل البقية. طلع شكل الحقيقي.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
يعني يعتبر روحا هو المالك الأصلي مال بالدير. أوه.
Hey, are you alright?
ما أعتقد. هاي أكو وجه فوق بالشفقة ماله. أي كمل. Are you alright?
Dottore. Dottore!
سخرية القدر منك. عرف انه من البداية اللعب عليه.
Good. Good.
Good شنو good؟
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
I'm afraid so. He was the one behind the Taratsuna incident.
But why did we see things from his perspective?
Military? صدق.
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so. But it means nothing.
Means nothing?
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
يعني الحقد اللي كان شايله طول هالسنين انه طلع المفروض مو حقد وانما المفروض يعني محبة. Okay, let's go over there.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
يعني اللي رباه اللي هو ديتوري اللي هو كان المفروض لازم يكون اوه.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the kabuki mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the Baladier became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the Baladier. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the Baladier survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?"
Yo, homie.
The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The Baladier was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth.
Oh.
He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the Baladier threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly! So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure to cause great resentment. Now we know what was behind his decision to take revenge on the Raiden Shogun, Raiden Kokoden, 100 years ago. But it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
موقف جايف يعني قمة
Dottori, you
بالجيفة.
brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing?
يعني والله قد نص ساعة ربع ساعة. خلينا نلقى ديتوري ونكتله سوا. لا انت هسه يعني احسن مما كنت اريدك، يعني شوي لازم تكون همين حزين.
That's a scary expression.
صدق يعني هم المخابير.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
صدق شكله مو بشري.
Hey, aren't you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
دخول حال.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
يعني كانت الخطة فاشلة من البداية.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Not unexpected, but still, thank you.
Don't thank me just yet.
شكرا.
You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Okay.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world.
اي عرفنا، وهي هناك بقت ساكنة وعملوها كأميرة.
Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
Heavens respond، يعني مو هي ذيك مو ذيك هي شو يسموها الشيدز اللي تعدت عليهم فوتت للعالم.
The heavens responded?
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria and lived with your sister for a time.
The jester, another Fatu harbinger? Why? Not the jester.
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this.
The jester خاف هذا القزم اللي كان عبك سنفور.
Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh?
What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
ترى ما نعرف شي احنا. What do you want to know?
Give me your hand.
لا لا. ولو احنا يعني ما نعرف شي مهم فعادي.
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
شو نظرتها تحاول تعبك مال واحد يتوسل. Are you trying to brainwash me?
No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
ما أعتقد. Change the past. هذا يريد ينقذ ذاك اللي أخذ قلبه. Wait, why would you ask that?
Done.
Done?
Huh?
Done شنو؟
What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me.
زين ليش سأل السؤال غريب؟ Wait, that look. Did he see me hesitate? But that was because I knew about Great Lord Rukudevata.
So long.
واقف ما قريت.
I suggest you get yourselves...
I think by not denying it immediately, I gave him the answer he needed. So long, I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly. وقف ما فهمت يعني ايش راد يا Great Lord. ركوديفات ضحت بنفسها. أنا أموت. توقف المعلومات المحرمة forbidden knowledge من ولدتنا هيدا. مش دخلها يعني ما أصلا ملعبة بالماضي.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Baldier, stop. Paimon, we have to stop him.
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
ها ما حطب بالأنسو؟ هذا حيحاول يعني يعترض المشهد اللي شفناه هسه؟
From this day forth, the names Baldier and Kabukimono will cease to exist.
ها
Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Baladier! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Baladier! Baladier!
ما تفتي معي شنو شريت تسوي؟
Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
أنا فهمت ودي يريد ينقذ اللي صار هناك بالحادث مال الجزيرة، بس شنو بالضبط بده يسوي؟ راح يتدخل يوقف توتوري مثلا؟ راح يغير معلومات من الماضي؟
Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Baladier, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Baladier's fault. He shut you out.
سولفنا لها مطفية ولا يخطي على
I
مودنا
didn't
والله.
think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities and it took everything he had?
بالضبط الحقد هذا هو اللي سواه.
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
يلا. أعرف أن هسه الجزيرة ممكن تغيرت، إنها ممكن إنه صلح الوضع هناك.
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
No, I want to help you. Isn't there anything I can do?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
ليش نحطه بالنص الأرمنسول وتطلعه حتى بدون ما يغير أي شيء؟
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Baladier meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before? So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history. لا بعد اللي سمعنا ده يريد ينقذ الناس اللي ماتوا من وراه، أو يعني بالمرة الفرن ذاك اللي صار. Paimon, are you okay?
Sorry, Paimon accidentally. It's the Baladier's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
Not necessarily, but maybe. I'm just guessing here.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
المفروض. Indeed. Indeed, if the Baldir does erase himself from Irminsul, many people in Inazuma will be affected. I can't imagine what that situation would look like. يعني مجرد انه هلا حيتأذن انه ما راح يتذكروا بس لو اكو فد اعراض ثانية. Worst case scenario, it will affect everyone with a connection to the Raiden Gokuden. Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. Will this mean that they'll disappear? شاكو يا ست ليش هيجي؟
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Me neither.
So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake.
سطرته ونايمته. شكو؟ Paimon, what's wrong?
What do we... What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now?
لا
Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again?
You were getting so worried about the situation with the Baldir that you started listing food.
The Baldir?
نجح خرب بإبليسه.
Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
يعني هو يتذكرها يعني يتذكر البالدير كأنه من غير عالم. Paimon can't remember the Baldir. That must mean he actually pulled it off. But how did he have that ability? This doesn't make sense.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No, it's nothing.
So, the Baldir. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
لازم نروح Inazuma take الباقين. This is really happening. I need to know what else has changed. Paimon, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Now is not the time to explain. Let's go over there first. زين ليش مسحوا؟ يعني ما دافتي مش استفاد يعني هسه مسحت روحك من التاريخ لويش؟ مستحيل تأثروا ما توقعت تأثروا ها راح لهاي السيافين يعني دا شوف كازوها موجود بعد ولا لا؟ هاي صدق مو ذولا أحد العشائر هذا صحيح.
It's been a while.
بس لا يعني صراحة أنا ظلمتهم يعني عبالي حيسوون الربط بين كازوها يعني وبالدير انه شبه سطحي بس لا يعني ما اسوي الكويست مال كازوها كان هواي اشياء هنا ما فهمتها. حلو. Pardon me, I'd like to ask a question if I may.
Of course. Go ahead.
About the Raiden Gokuden. Could you tell me that story one more time?
No. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju.
Okay. همزة يعني إشي موجودة يعني ما انمسحت من الوجود.
The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions.
يعني أساليب القتال مال السيف إنه هي طالعة من الشوغن، هي الشوغن اللي معلمتهم هي. أوكي.
Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline.
إيه.
And for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
ليش كازوها المفروض موجودة هنا.
But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5.
أوكي هذا اللي عندنا شيء حلو، يعني معناها الفن مال كازوها، يعني كازوها ما متأذي يعني باللي سواه بالدير.
If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh, yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind their decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed.
يعني قصدك الأفراد الثلاثة اللي بقت من عدا يعني الإيشين والأمينوما؟
In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth.
أو يعني كازوها يعرف وأنت ما تعرف.
There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale.
عادي سولف.
The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace.
Hey.
One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan.
يعني نيوا سواه بطل، ما سواه إنه الخاين اللي مات.
Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out.
يعني ما غير فشي بالتواريخ، بس مجرد إنه غير سمعة نيوا، إنه مكان ما سواه خاين سواه بطل. زعل وين اختفى وراها؟
The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent-up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden.
يأذيهم كلهم.
But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares, They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life.
يعني هم قتلوه؟
That is why the Kaedahara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well. My pleasure.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
Time to go back and see Lesser Lord Kusunali.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Thank you, Paimon.
Hey, don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
بس مدى عرفتين بالضبط؟ يعني شو استفاد من مسح روحه من التاريخ؟ المفروض حتى نهيدة ما تتذكر البالدير لأنه المسح روحه، يعني حتى الهجوم اللي صار عليه ما تتذكر إنه معنى كأنه ما صار أصلا. زين هل هذا يعني إنه اللقاء يعني هذا اللقاء بدوتوري يعني من اللغة ولا لا؟
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma.
I was investigating the situation with the Baladier.
The Baladier? It sounds like some kind of code name.
لا تقولي لي حبابة اللقاء شهدتوري يعني مسح. Oh no. ايش توقعت؟
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Even Nahida doesn't remember. Just like last time, any changes to the Ermin soul affects her as well. The Baladier acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I am the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth. هنا هي تتوقع يعني تقبل أي حد صدق رأسا.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Baladier erased himself from Ermin's soul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it.
الهجوم بقى بس هو مو موجود كان ببطنها. حلو يعني لقاءك بالدوتوري موجود.
Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Ermin's soul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because... well, because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The Traveler comes from a world beyond Tevat. That's why there's no information about him in Ermin's soul, and it also explains why any changes to Ermin's soul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you.
Yo.
It's quite incredible when you think about it.
You can say that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Baladier guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
صراحة أنا ما عندي أي فكرة. I'm really not sure.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
I just feel empty. He chose such a radical option, and yet...
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
Yes.
Once the Baladier realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. This story makes sense. Every part of it. The Baladier tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Please wait a moment. I want to check something.
Huh.
Found it. This should be the one.
Sure.
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
Huh?
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Surprisingly, the information is presented.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself.
Huh?
Huh?
You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Baladier?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
يعني نهيدة الأصلية اللي احنا شفناها هي مسويتها هذا.
Yes. Any information about the Baladier or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Baladier entered Irminsul.
يا لوتية بالكافية صغيرة بس لوتية.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
شوفين ايش كاتبتي.
There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own.
اوكي. هاي الحداد واللاخ ابنه.
Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans.
A kitten.
The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice.
يعني المونستر هو ديتوري والكيتن هو بالدير.
A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it.
Hey.
The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin. The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good.
اللي هي إينازوما.
Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
يعني هاي من البداية شرحوها طريقة مختصرة فهمونا قصة بالدير. واو كيف حلو.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories.
Huh?
I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with.
Defend themselves with?
Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head?
You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
هسه هو نمسح روح المفروض يعني هو موجود بس يعني هو موجود بس ما حد يتذكره بس موجود مو يعني ما مسح من الحياة بس مسح من الذاكرة اتوقع. الباب دنيرزات يا اي واحد نعرف من القديمين ماكو.
We're here. What should we eat first?
هذا مسطور. I have a nagging feeling like there's something I'm missing, something important that I'm forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Sorry, just give me a minute. I'm still processing.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
Good joy. Come on, brain. Let's dig this out. It's gotta be in there somewhere. It was something about Irminsul and deleting oneself. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, Forbidden Knowledge, Nahida.
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
Yes, that was it. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, she said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. يعني موجود، قلت لكم هسه اللي قلت انه الوجود موجود بس الذاكرة مسح من الذاكرة لا أكثر ولا أقل.
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
هاش مسالم يعني صار مؤدب؟ رجل يمنه.
Hey! Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid! Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss.
Sorry, boss. والله مؤدب. شخصية ثانية صار.
I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
والله شخصية ثانية.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That guy is the Baldier.
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
Let's follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
زين سؤال، هو من مسح وجوده يعني مسح ذاكرته، يعني هسه حتى هو ما يتذكر نفسه القديمة، يعني هسه يعتبر كأنه شخص جديد تماما. أتوقع بس نحكي نتأكد نعرف.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the Baladier, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsettias? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Shush.
Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
Wash them. If I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes, I would never believe it.
Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You are right, we were following you.
Have we met before?
حتى القناع هذا أو يعني الوجه القبيح اللي كان بشافقته انشال صارت مثل الوردة.
No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yes.
I have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You are a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
There is somewhere I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
يلا انتظرك.
Alright, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
يلا امشي. وين ياخذه بالضبط؟ يعني ما عنده أي ذكرى هناك. راح ياخذ علينا هيدا.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
يعني اسمه واندرر، يعني متجول.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
That's not good to know what happened in the Grand Bazaar.
You say that you are trekking across to Vat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain.
يعني مو past وإنما يعني different، واقع مختلف أتوقع يكون يعني الكلمة المناسبة.
I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called a previous incarnation.
همينة ممكن أي.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
بس الترافلر يتذكر. نفسية جايفة. شرير.
Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
We are just trying to think where to start.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Mahina tells the wanderer about his past.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
والله صحيح أي.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's enemies.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
صدق.
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything! What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
صدق الباك اب يعني كوبي اللي مسويتها من الذكريات.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
أنت تخليت من كل شيء على مود تخلص من هالألم. تقدر ترجع تشوفه مثل الأخ وتعيشه.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
You okay?
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Let's go. خلينا نشوف. اوه تصير معركة.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
شو هذا كلش لطيف زيادة عن اللزوم.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And now we are just finishing the job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Baldeir incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
يعني تقريبا مكان الولادة مالته.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Baldeir in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The Baldeir, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after.
Okay.
As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Open the door. Chest.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
What are we doing back here?
المكان متخرب. I hear voices.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay, I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the Baldier didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the Baldier ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
What happened to the child then?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The Baldier came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
عمي حق متخبل هالولد.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too.
وهنا صارت السناب ما الإخبار.
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
اوه شكو هاي موجودين. باخ بعد مكان هاي خبط الشمس اي.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
هاي بالمصيبة هي النهاية مال شابتر سوميرا.
Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
هذا صوته حلو هذا ديتوري.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they'd think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
جنوبي صاحي هو أصلا.
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
انزعج.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
Sinister? He's the doctor. He's behind all of this.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
يعني حتى الآن ما شفنا أي شيء مو طبيعي تقريبا.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
شلون كلام حلو.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear.
Huh?
No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
يعني يريد رجع ذكرياته القديمة اللي مسحها. Are you saying?
Can you return my memories to me?
ليش؟
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
رح ترجع مخبط.
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
ما ذكرت لك مرت الأخ.
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self. I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
نهيته. يعني نهيته ما تفكر شوية ولو انه ممكن يهجم عليهم على غفلة يقوم. خاصة هسه هو يعني كامل قوته المفروض.
You have made your decision. Now, take this.
بابا خلينا نندم.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here?
نفس المشاعر مال الكراهية
You're a
تنعاد.
human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled. This is my...
Is he alright? No way!
شلون؟ مو اللي كانت تاخذها، المفروض ما هيك آلة. والله تفضل يضحك.
Hey! Are you done yet?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
يعني هو دا يحاول ينقذ نفسه. متنا.
Baladier?
في شيء. يعني هسه صار عندنا نوع من الاخبار مال الشخصية السابقة ونفس الوقت العقلانية مال شخصية جديدة.
Have you got all your memories back now?
You got any more stupid questions? Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
رجعت العجرفة.
It disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self.
بجد متذكرين الأولد سيلف مالته.
Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
Now you've recovered your memories. The past will catch up with you.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
يعني صراحة شوية.
But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
اللي هو
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
يعني هسه بمعدال انه هو بس يسترجع الذاكرة السابقة مالته، لو كأنه هاي العملية مال المسح اصلا ما لها وجود. ما فهمت بالضبط. ليش ماكو صندوق؟
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon, Baldier.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted.
Oh,
You don't like being addressed by that name?
Baldier.
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
You won't go by the Baldier anymore?
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui.
Hello?
And they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the sixth is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
That's called a tactical retreat.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
Hina doesn't see you in that way.
Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered.
Traveler.
Yeah?
After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what you changed.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor, and I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
I didn't do all of this for a reward.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
Okay, inshallah not cry. No, كل هذا الساعة not cry.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you too.
تنتقم.
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
Oh. You want us to decide?
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Nickname?
Have you got anything?
There is a limit to the number of times you can rename this character, so do it with care. Wanderer. أكثر غير اسمه. Done. Scaramouche. Confirm. أتوقع مو؟
I have no need for these names anymore.
Let me give it some more thought.
Okay.
ليش؟
Have you got...
يعني شكلك وشخصيتك ذكرتني هواية ساسكي الصغير. فلذلك أسميك ساسكي.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes, I think this will do.
Oh, alright. If you say so.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
What do you plan to do next?
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
يعني the Tory قصدك؟
You mean the Fitui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma.
Hey?
Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
حيكرهوك وحيهجمون عليك؟
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been. What's that look for? Don't make that face. I know what I'm doing. That day will come. Alright. We're done here. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
There will be some bumps along the way, but it's all over now.
So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
Rest up, Paimon. I'll buy some delicious treats as a reward.
Wow, great! Huh? Look at that vase.
What about it? هاي تكسرتيها الصبح.
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
انت كسرتيها. The night we stayed here, Paimon bumped into the table after being startled by something to do with the Baldier and broke the vase. But the Baldier erased his existence. He changed the world. So why is this vase still broken?
You sound lost and confused.
Huh? Who's that?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
بس احنا لو ما بدي تسمعها.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate. Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
ايه فعلا، فلذلك قصدها انه ما قدر بالدير ينقذ احد لانه لازم اللي مات يموت، انه ما يقدر يغير اقدارهم.
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
The voice has disappeared.
بحس صوتها مو مال صوت شيد، بس ما أعرف غريبة.
And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Believe my eyes? Does she mean I should trust my memories?
Anyway, that vase is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up?
ما تشيليها انتي.
It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
I wonder what else awaits me in the future. Invasion of Genesis. حياتي. عارف بما انه خلصناها فمعناها كانت يعني نوعا ما حدث مهم. يعني اتوقع معناها هذا همينه فد حدث مهم، مو؟ انزوما بنهاية انزوما همينه كان اكو اكت، بس اتذكر هذا كان يحتاج انه لازم العب الكويست مال كوكومي يلا ينفتح لي. يعني حسنا اكو جانب للقصة صار، وهذا الجانب اللي احس رح يتوحد فد مكان ما اعرف بنوت كراي، الله اعلم من بعد نوت كراي ما اعرف. قصة سكارة ما اقول لكم انه متقهر، صدق اتقهر، بس بالمقابل انه هو يعني كتل كلش هواي، كلش هواي كتل. فوقها كان برا رحمن، ما على ثقة من صدق انه اكو بعض الناس اذا يعني شلون شافوا اخطائهم وتندموا عليها وقرروا انهم من كل قلبهم يصلحوها، صدق يصلحوها. بس بالنسبة للعواقب اللي صارت انه الناس اللي ماتوا يعني هاي هيك راحوا بالهواء. طبعا اغلب المشاهدين قالوا لي انه سكارا راح يلتقي بمرت اللوخ المفروض بالشابتر مال نوت كراي، راح ينضم ويا سحرة او هيك ما اعرف شلون. كيف يعني نوعا ما متحمس اشوف انه هل راح نلتقي بيه ام راح يكون يعني شوية قصة جانبية عن قصة الترافلر الاساسية. صراحة عندي فضول اعرف رايكم انتم بالقصة مال واندرر، هي انه يعني ما اريد اظلمه بحكمي لانه دا احس انه شيف ما تعاقب على الجرائم اللي سواها، بس مهما يكون هو يعني بدون قلب، يعني ما اعرف شلون دا احس المشاعر اذا هو بدون قلب. يعني واندرر شوي راح يبقى لغز بالنسبة لي لحد ما التقي بيه اكثر، او يعني تكون او نحكي وياه اكثر حتى اقدر افتهمه اكثر. فاذا وصلت لهنا لا تنسوا تعملوا فيديو بلايك والاشتراك، واشوفكم ان شاء الله في فيديو جديد. مع السلامة.